Metro identifying the gunman in Friday's gym shooting as a 34-year-old North Las Vegas man.
So I carry a gun every single time I go to the gym. Now, even I've asked myself, do I really need to carry a gun to the gym of all places? And this story is why the answer is always, yeah.
Police here at Metro Police are trying to figure out why 34-year-old Daniel Ortega walked into this gym armed with a long gun in the first place. We have some new video to show you of him doing just that. This is from that LVAC in the Northwest Valley. This is Ortega coming in. He is armed with that rifle. About a minute later is when he shot a gym employee. He actually chased him through part of that building, fatally wounding him. We learned today that Ortega was a member of this gym, and sources telling me that he worked as a bellman at a property on the Strip. The assistant sheriff saying Ortega fired his weapon 24 times. It then jammed, and she says that likely saved lives. Police shot and killed Ortega as he ran out of the gym right through the front door about 6 minutes after this all started. 3 other people were injured as well.
You see, there are a lot of stories out there about shootings happening at gyms, just that people don't pay much attention to them. They've happened before. This isn't the first time. But this one right here is a brutal reminder that evil doesn't care where you are, how much you bench, or what playlist you're vibing to during your workout. Ironically, but not so ironically, most gyms are straight up gun-free zones. But here's the kicker. Most gyms in Texas throw up signs that look official but aren't legally enforceable. And as a concealed carrier in Texas, I can legally ignore those fake ass signs. Your miles may vary in whatever particular state you happen to be in. How many times do we have to say it before it actually sticks? Gun-free zones don't work. This guy, this absolute degenerate, walked right into that gym with a whole ass AR-15. Didn't care one bit whether it was a gun-free zone or not. Walked around, stalked a man, chased him, fired 24 rounds. 24 rounds. Nobody was in a position to stop him until the police arrived and he walked out the gym. And the only reason he didn't turn that gym into a mass casualty site was because his rifle jammed.
Fortunately, this gentleman had a malfunction in his weapon, which actually saved this from being a mass casualty event.
Which honestly doesn't surprise me. He probably bought some budget bin AR, loaded it with cheap ammo, and didn't clean it, didn't lube it. Hell, I wouldn't be shocked if that was his first time even shooting the damn thing, because most mass shooters are just that, lowest common denominator human beings. No training, no skill, just dysfunctional, warped individuals shrouded in cowardice. What does baffle me, though, is how he was just able to walk in with a rifle in his hand and wandered around for a bit and no one dropped him before he could get a shot off. Actually, it doesn't surprise me, because I'm convinced that most people who do carry don't always carry to the gym. And you want to know why? Because that little voice in the back of your head, the one that says, bro, you're being paranoid, you don't need a gun in the gym, talks you out of doing it. And yet, if just one person had been carrying that day, this dude could have been stopped before he ever pulled that trigger. People have to start thinking like mass shooters, unfortunately. Think about that for a second, because that's exactly how they think. Where can I go that people least expect me to be? Or where can I go where people least expect to be shot? A church, a school, a grocery store, and now a gym. They want surprise. They want soft targets. They want a room full of people who aren't ready. That's the whole point. They're cowards. They want everything to be easy for them. That's why they're acting out now, because life was hard and I need to do something about it to show the world. And you're going to do what? Kill a bunch of innocent people? You're a lame. You're going to die a lame. You're going to be in jail as a lame. You're still a lame. You did all this shit and you're still a lame. Just don't even bother. Just go off somewhere into obscurity and just die alone. Because that's how I feel about these mass shooters. I have no remorse, no sympathy. I don't care what you've been through. When you decide to pick up a gun and start taking innocent people's lives because of shit you experienced, you're lame. You're just a weirdo. Because as far as I'm concerned, nobody deserves to be killed simply because you're on a what? Mental rampage? Because somebody made fun of you? Come on, grow up. Grow up. But reality is, at least for us, reality doesn't care about our expectations. It doesn't care that you felt safe. The world is full of maladjusted psychos who think the solution to their problems is to kill as many random people as they can before they get smoked themselves. And for what? Mass shootings aren't some twisted flex. They're not powerful. They're not brave. They're pathetic. You get your 2 seconds of headlines, then you rot in prison or in a box while the world remembers you as the loser you were. One forgotten weirdo in a sea of other forgotten, broken, cowardly, smooth-brained weirdos. It's not even original anymore. Every sociopath clown with a trigger finger thinks they're about to make some kind of statement by killing innocent people, but all they end up doing is proving they're too weak to deal with life like the rest of us. So yeah, I carry at the gym. And I'm going to keep carrying because I'd rather be the guy with the gun when no one expects violence than the guy begging for one when it's already too late. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.